Ciao Milanisti, it's your boy Kush in the Milan corner. All right, so this news is just broken. At the time of recording this, about an hour ago, all these clubs started to release statements on their Twitter channel saying that they are the founding members of the Super League. Now, what is the Super League? Okay, where do I start? So we've heard about the Super League and the concept of Super League and something that was being discussed for years now, but everybody kept it in the back of their mind like, oh yeah, you know what, like one of those friends that you have that is like always starting a new business and then suddenly you realize he's a millionaire from some business that he started and you're like, holy crap, when did that happen? That is kind of what happened with the Super League. We've heard about it for years. This picture, I don't know how legitimate this is because Twitter right now is buzzing with a lot of fake news. This picture was released that shows a lot of owners from different, maybe not owners, but chairmen and a mix of owners meeting in a restaurant in New York about 3 years ago. Again, don't know if this is legitimate or not, but we do know that the concept of the Super League was being discussed for a few years now. So someone claims that this picture actually shows these owners and chairmen getting together and actually discussing the concept of what they're going to be doing with the Super League. Before I dive further deep into this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification to watch the Milan Corner videos as soon as I upload them. Now, what is the Super League? Okay, so football clubs like our beloved AC Milan have been in a lot of financial difficulty. Certain clubs more than others. Milan have not made the Champions League in 7 years. Not having made the Champions League in 7 years has deteriorated Milan's quality of a club, their facility, and their revenue essentially. When you're successfully playing in the Champions League, you can be making upwards of like 60 million, 70 million in a year. However, Milan is a 7-time Champions League winner. A lot of people don't know this, the new generation doesn't know this, but Milan is the second most successful club in all of Champions League history. But not having played in the Champions League for years has deteriorated the quality of the club. A few years ago, only the top 3 teams from Serie A qualified for the Champions League. After some time, the European Association understood that this is not going to be beneficial for Serie A clubs because there are a lot of clubs that are handling a lot of high wage bills, but they're not making enough revenue, so we're going to have to increase that to 4 teams. So they eventually increased the number of teams that can make the Champions League to 4 teams. However, for Milan, they believe that if they play the biggest teams in Europe season after season, they will stay financially strong. And as a Milan fan, I get it. It is true, if every midweek we're playing Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, Manchester United, naturally the reputation of AC Milan is going to grow and the revenue is also going to come. But what these clubs decided to do was they decided to create a breakaway league called the Super League, which apparently has 15 founding members. As of today, only these 12 clubs have announced that they're founding members. We have the Serie A that has 20 teams. We have the Premier League that has 20 teams. We have the Bundesliga that has 18 teams. The Super League is going to have 20 teams. However, the 15 founding members cannot be relegated out of the Super League. Now it starts to make sense because only the top 4 teams from Serie A can make the Champions League. So if Milan finishes outside of the top 4, which they have over the last 7 years, they don't make the Champions League. However, in the Super League, they cannot be relegated out. 15 founding members stay in the league. As you see here, there's going to be a qualifying mechanism for 5 teams that will go through the process of qualification to make it into the Super League. The Super League is going to play midweek fixtures. Right now, the Champions League plays Tuesday and Wednesday. Europa League plays on Thursday. So there's a good chance that the Super League is going to play on Wednesday so as to not interrupt the domestic season. Now, according to this statement that was released by AC Milan's official website, they plan on starting this league in August of this year. So essentially, that's what it is. You have the Serie A, you have the Premier League, you have the La Liga, and you have the Super League. 20 teams, 15 founding members, cannot get relegated. 5 teams come in and out every season. Now, why is everyone losing their mind? Well, everybody's losing their mind because the same time that these teams announced that they're going to be the founding members of the Super League, they also revoked their membership of the European Club Association, which essentially means that these 15 clubs that have 99 European trophies amongst each other will not be playing in the Champions League or the Europa League anymore. That is insane. Milanisti, I've been crying all season. Watch any video of mine. All I've been crying about is the Champions League. Finally, 7 years later, finally, we're in the top 4. We're about to qualify for the Champions League. I just released a video a few hours ago saying how excited I was getting that we're getting closer and closer. It's done. There's no Champions League for Milan next season. There's the Super League. and this is their anthem.
Money talks.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
All right, obviously that's not their anthem, but yeah, that's what people are saying. So we kind of covered the what is the Super League. Now let's cover the why is there a Super League. Some of these clubs believe that with a spectator base of 4 billion people across the world who watch the sport, they should be making more money than they are. I think the Oxford Dictionary defines that as greed, but I'm not entirely sure. Now, I'm a Milanisti, so I don't want to call it necessarily greed because, hey, let's be real, we're greedy for some success from Milan and we haven't gotten any. So if Milan sees a way to be able to actually be a more profitable club than they have been in the past, I kind of get it. But why are Real Madrid and Liverpool and Manchester United deciding to do this is essentially people are saying that the reason why they're doing it is because they just want to make more money and they see more potential. Here's an interesting tweet. If these clubs step away from the Champions League, these are your qualifiers for the Champions League next season. This is not what the Champions League quality is supposed to be, but that is actually what it is going to be. So we kind of covered the what is it, we covered the why is it. Now let's cover the fact that is it actually going to happen? It's up in the air right now. Is this a negotiating position for these top 15 clubs to essentially get what they want out of the European Club Association and UEFA? Maybe they want higher revenue. Maybe they want more guarantees that they're going to be playing in the Champions League season in and season out. They don't want to qualify on merit. They want to qualify on essentially power. 3 out of the 4 teams that are in the Champions League semifinal right now are going to be playing in the Super League next season. Does that mean that these 3 teams are automatically removed from the Champions League this season? That kind of makes sense, which actually means that PSG finally wins their Champions League title. At the same time, FIFA has released a statement saying that players who opt to play in the Super League cannot play for their national team. They cannot play in the World Cup. They can't play in the Euro Cup. So essentially, at this point in time, it's a complete freaking mess. We don't know if Super League is ever gonna have a kickoff, and no one knows if this is more like a bargaining position for these clubs to get more out of UEFA and the UEFA competitions than what they already have. Now, here's an important point to sort of address before I jump into the beautiful tweets that I'm seeing. Gary Neville said his part on Sky Sports. He's saying that these clubs are greedy, they do not care about English football, and they do not care about the country, the fans, and the smaller clubs in the Premier League. Now, Manchester United is a club from England. Liverpool is a club from England. Why wouldn't they care about their country? Well, here's kind of why. Manchester United is owned by an American group. Manchester City, we all know, is owned by people from the Middle East. Inter Milan, for example, is owned by the Chinese. AC Milan is owned by a group that is based out of the US. What European old school footballers are saying that all these international owners and international money has been put into this football. These people who don't care about the sport of football, don't care about the history of Manchester United in the Champions League or AC Milan in the Champions League, and only care about monetary gains are the ones who are kind of pulling the strings here. So their goal is not even necessarily about playing the best football in Europe. It's more about what is going to stuff more money into our pockets. At least that's the criticism and that's the logic that in this case, Gary Neville is stating. One point that I forgot to actually include is the fact that DAZN, D-A-Z-N, the streaming site is actually going to be financing and is gonna be streaming these games for the Super League, and they've actually been working on this for years now. How is this gonna get financed? About $5 billion have been promised by the American bank JP Morgan for this project. It's capitalistic countries that are trying to just make a lot more money. That's what is going on here, and that's what at least that's what people's biggest complaint is. Now, mind you, if I was inaccurate about any statements, please make sure to write in the comments, let me know. It's still breaking news, this is new information. I've never had my laptop open while making a video because information is still flowing in. So correct me if I'm wrong, and make sure to let me know in the comments. On a side note, this is Milan's leaked jersey for next season. Who knew we're gonna be wearing this in the Super League instead of the Champions League? Now, let's see if that actually happens or not, but all in all, guys, it's a pretty historic day. And I'll end this video with this tweet right here. By the way, follow this guy, Alessio Tackle. This guy's got the funniest tweets about football, especially about AC Milan, so give him a follow, please. And he's right. April 18th, 2021 could be the day that the Super League was born and the Champions League and Europa League went into oblivion. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure to like this video. Forza Milan! Grazie mille e ciao tutti!